The No Fate channel, checking in. On this episode of Dad's Snack Session, I am reviewing GoCondition1.com's Performance Bar. It comes in 4 flavors, and today I'm going to review 3 of them to help you decide if it's something that you should be picking up to have on hand in case of emergency. If this is your first time to the channel, hey, hit that subscribe button down below. On this Dad Snack Session, I typically review healthy snacks for you to have on hand for yourself or your family so that when you're too busy to really sit down for a meal or even too busy to prepare a meal, you're on the go, you can just put this down quickly, enjoy it, know that it's on the other side of healthy, and not feel bad about it, especially for you busy dads and moms, and hey, all you busy folks out there that are on the go. The last thing you want to do is be super hungry, not have time to eat, and roll through the fast food drive-thru. That's a no-no. So we're going to go over the ingredients, the macros, the cost, and of course the taste of these 3. So let's go over the company. It is Condition 1. They are a veteran-owned company, and these protein bars are made in the good old US of A, which is always nice to see. And they contain MCT oil, they're organic, they're gluten-free, all that good stuff. And oftentimes with these protein bars, performance bars, stuff like that, you want to see stuff that is whole food. Because as we know, and it's kind of obvious, when you're on a diet or even when you're not on a diet, you want to get as much of your food from whole food sources. You don't want that artificial junk if you can avoid it. Easier said than done, but more and more protein bar, performance bar companies are going that route with whole food ingredients. Pros of that is that they're whole food. You're actually eating real food, not that fake, fake sugar, right? It's called like, alcohol sugar, right? Where the companies don't have to actually claim it as sugar because it doesn't digest in your body quite right. Sketchy stuff, okay? But the cons of that is, of course, with the whole food, it does tend to cost a bit more. The good thing is, though, with regards to cost, as we know, you're not eating these every day. They are an on-the-go item. So it's not something you would actually put down like 1 or 2 of a day. You might have like a few a week if you're busy, so on and so forth. But you're probably going to get your money's worth because of that convenience. So let's go over this one bar. We're going to go over apple cinnamon. It comes in 4 flavors. I'm going to put all the flavors up here. We're going to review 3, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to go over all the ingredients for all 3. You get the idea. It's going to be fairly close. The macros, 1 bar is 100 grams. It is a good size bar. Hopefully you can see it. It's a good size bar. Coming in, 1 bar is 380 calories, so it's almost like a meal replacement. That's a little bit high for protein bars or performance bars, but when you get that whole food bars, the calorie count does tend to be on the higher side. But wait until we get to the details, you might be interested. Here we go. Carbohydrates, 44 grams of carbohydrates, 5 grams of fiber. That is nice. It's going to digest slower. Only 18 grams of sugar. That's not actually that high, considering it is a pretty beefy protein bar. 10 grams of fat, and then protein coming in at 25 grams of protein. So that's why I call this a protein bar. Anything over like 15 grams of protein in a bar, boom, you can call it a protein bar. 25 grams, definitely high. So let's go over the ingredients to see where that comes from. Okay, protein blend, whey protein concentrate, and whey protein isolate. As protein bars go, that is very good. Oftentimes you see a lot of junk proteins put in those protein bars to bring the cost down, to save them money, but that's really nice. That's a good protein blend with respect to just the concentrate and an isolate. Also, we've got water, organic rolled oats, organic cane sugar, organic apple chips, organic sunflower seed oil, organic flax meal, organic brown rice syrup, organic brown rice flour, organic almonds, organic coconut oil, organic oat flour, eggs, vegetable glycerin, distilled vinegar, nutmeg, cloves. Boom, it's organic. It's as organic as you're going to get. It's probably more organic than your dinner. Just quickly before I dive into this, because I am hungry, on the side, some nice little advertising. Here we go. Push harder, go further, recover faster. And the website, if I didn't mention it, I will put it here, GoCondition1.com. So let's open this up, see how it tastes, talk about cost. All right, Now that is a good size bar. Hopefully you can see that. It's got some good thickness to it, coming in at, again, 100 grams and 380 calories. So you get that layered effect here. Let me show you the bottom there. So a nice size bar, definitely like on the side of meal replacement. Let's see how it tastes. That's good. That is very, very good. It chews well. You definitely feel like you're biting in to like an apple cinnamon bar, but almost like a dessert, almost like an apple cinnamon cobbler. Really, really good. Chews well. Definitely on the heavier side, and by heavier, I mean more like filling side. Sometimes you get these protein bars that are almost like super small and they're more of a snack. I'm like a third of the way in. And yeah, this is definitely going to be like very close to a meal replacement at 380 calories for me. For most of you, especially if you're on a diet or if you're even watching your calories, which I'm not, that's definitely going to be a meal for you. And if you're on the go, that's exactly what you're looking for. What do these cost? If you go over to their website, gocondition1.com, the price ranges. Why does it range? If you buy it in boxes of 6, of course, the more expensive. If you buy it in boxes of 10, it brings the price down to about $4 a piece. And then if you go a step further, you can actually get a subscription so that they send them to you like one box every month or every few months. And you can get that down to $3.62 per bar. Is that expensive? Compared to some of the junk bars that are out there, obviously that's much more expensive. However, as I mentioned, compared to how often you're going to be eating this every once in a while, and because it's going to be taking the place of a meal, and because of all the organic ingredients in there, 362 or 365, something around there, not expensive at all. Again, you got to compare it to what it's going to be replacing and what you're going to be using it for. Certainly a good price point for all of that, what they're putting in there, all that organic ingredients, even that good protein, right? They're not putting in junk protein. They're putting in that top shelf protein, which is what you want to see. Okay, on to the next flavor. It is grind time, Saturday morning. Got my workout in. I am at the Market Basket. For all of you New Englanders, you know what I'm talking about. The great Market Basket grocery store. Waiting for them to open. Dad hack, if you're looking to go when there's no lines, especially on the weekend, get there when they open. Okay, but don't go grocery shopping on an empty stomach. I worked out, haven't actually eaten. We're going to dive in to lemon poppy seed. Man, this thing looks good. This thing looks good. You got that nice layering. Let's break that apart here. That's good, man. That is like a nice, heavy poppy seed cake. Really, it chews really good. Definitely dense because obviously 390 calories, you expect it to be dense. This is almost like a meal substitute. If you're really hungry and you're looking for something to fill you up, oh man, that is so good. That taste really pops. That top layer definitely sets the tone. If you like lemon and poppy seed, that really comes together so well. A little crumbly in terms of making a bit of a mess in my car, but who cares? This thing tastes delicious. On to the next. On to the final flavor of my GoCondition1.com review. We have chocolate coconut almond. And as you can see, two things occurred. One, I'm busy, I'm hungry, I already bit into it. Two, I'm such a huge fan of chocolate coconut and almond put together that I couldn't wait to do this video. So of course I bit into it. But here we go. We got chocolate on the top and we got that coconut almond granola there on the bottom. How does it bite? Tastes really good. Okay, tastes very good. You get a lot of chocolate, more chocolate than I would like. Why? Because I love my coconut, I love my almond. I wish it was a little heavier on the coconut and the almond. The chocolate is a little bit overpowering with regards to those other two flavors. It does chew like the others. It chews very good. It is heavy in a good way. It's gonna feel like a meal, and at 390 calories, that's probably a low-calorie meal for many of you, but it's going to feel like a meal and it's going to fill you up. And again, with all that fiber in there and those whole food sources, it's going to last a long time in your stomach with regards to digestion. The slower the digestion, the better it is for you. Is this my favorite flavor of the three? Again, it comes in 4. I am going to try to get my hands on that 4th. But of the 3, I want to say that lemon poppy seed one was the way to go. It almost tasted like a cake, like a dessert flavor. Super good. that one was my top out of the three. All three were good, but obviously favorite was the cake flavor because, again, it tasted like a dessert. Coming in at $3.62 if you get the subscription. Do I think this is high? The reality is, if you want whole food, which is the way to go when you're on a diet or when you're just trying to substitute food with on-the-go food, you want to stick to those whole food sources, you got to pay for it, right? You're paying for those good, wholesome ingredients, made in America, veteran-owned. $3.62, not crazy of a deal considering what a fast food meal is going to cost you anyway. And the reality is, it's healthy, it's whole food, it's not the junk stuff that you see in a lot of the other protein bars that's like sugar, alcohol, like fake stuff like that. And you're not going to eat them every day either. Even though you're paying $3.62 per bar, it's not something you're going to bite into every day. It's something you're going to have on hand, break glass in case of emergency. You're on the go, you're on a long trip. You want to eat healthy, but you also want to be able to do it on the fly, right? Whether you travel, whether you just got the kids and you don't have time to prepare food, you get the idea. The website is gocondition1.com. I'll put it right here and I'll drop it in the description of this video. If you came this far in the video, do me a favor, check in with the comment below. I love to see who has shown up to these videos, and I don't know unless you drop a comment. Also, give this video a like, and if you haven't already by now, hit that subscribe button. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.